Hello again, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Focus Vandalia. My name is Rich Hopkins. I'm the communications manager for the city, and we're coming to you today from the Vandalia Municipal Building, where most of our lobbies include this feature. These are temporary barriers set to enforce and to encourage social distancing. A federal program underway right now is set to make these temporary barriers a little more permanent. Like every other business operating over the past few months, the city of Vandalia has had to adapt to state rules and regulations as they relate to allowing the spread of the coronavirus. One of the first changes implemented was requiring guests to all city buildings to wear a face covering.
The citizens coming into our building, still conducting business here with our staff, has been well received. Some of the restrictions we have is that we're asking people to wear a face covering or a mask when they come in to do business. We've set up some social distancing zones with our staff that have interaction with the public on a daily basis. And those are not just for our staff's safety, but also the safety of our citizens coming in to do business, trying to maintain that distance and just prevent any spread of the virus here.
Interim City Manager Kurt Althouse says many other changes implemented in city-owned buildings required making physical changes to promote social distancing and keep people safe.
The city of Vandalia was entitled to amount of government funds from the federal government through the CARES Act, and those funds help us to provide additional safety features throughout our buildings and throughout our facilities. So what you may notice are some changes coming to city buildings over the upcoming months, and those funds are being used to make those changes.
The CARES Act has allocated Vandalia a little more than $200,000 for the city to purchase and install equipment necessary to comply with guidelines designed to slow the spread of the COVID-19 virus.
Some of those changes you may see are touchless lights. You may see touchless sanitizer dispensers in the restrooms, the automatic water dispensers and towel dispensers, things like that. Simple little changes that we believe we can make that will help keep people healthy and will allow us to prevent the spread of the virus.
Althouse says the changes planned for Vandalia's operations will definitely serve to provide the community with a safer environment to conduct their city business.
These funds are not coming out of our general fund budget. They're not coming out of any of our local tax dollars here. They are money that the federal government has designated for local governments, county governments, things like that, to put things in place, put equipment in place, and make purchases that will help in steering the pandemic and actually reducing it.
One last note. As we've seen over the last few months, things can change very quickly as new regulations impact Vandalia operations. Althouse says now more than ever, it's important to follow Vandalia's social media and online presence.
Stay informed with what the state's mandating and what updates are coming out there. And also stay tuned to Focus Vandalia and to our social media sites, because we are routinely updating what practices the city is doing, or what events we are hosting or not hosting or having to cancel. So there are things that will be changing often in the upcoming weeks, and we just want to encourage people to stay informed.
It's important to remember that these changes won't take place overnight. There are several weeks, maybe even months, before the materials can be purchased and installed. That's going to do it for this edition of Focus Vandalia. I'm Rich Hopkins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.